This week's topic is hometown, and so I would like to show you my place where I live and the area where I live. You ready? Let's go. So, okay, I just regretted I did not take a jacket with me. It's quite cold today. And okay, you know what? I need a jacket. We cannot do this without a jacket. We cannot do this. It's just like, I don't know, 10 degrees or something outside, maybe 15 degrees. So, here we are just outside of my house. Well, it's not really my house, I still live with my parents because I still went to high school this year. I finished last week, but for the summer I still live here. So, when you go out, this is what you see. It's like the carport, and here's the street, and there's like lots of trees here already, as you can see. It's just like trees, which is nice. So I live in a woody area. We lived in the suburban area before we moved here, and this still is somehow the suburban area. So it takes us 10 to 15 minutes to go to the city center by car, and the city center I'm talking about is Linz, which has approximately 200,000 inhabitants. But I'm living in a really small town. It's a village. Let's call it a village. So you can already see it here. This is where we're going. This is the village. We have like really cool trees here. Really big ones. I decided I'm taking the small path by the water instead of walking on the street where I normally would go. But this is actually really, really nice here. So there's like a little path to the village center. And here's a lot of trees, as you can see. I don't know how many people actually live in the village. And I tried to find out. I know that in this whole area there live 5,000 people, and I think that maybe about 500 to 1,000 people might live here. Rather 500, I suppose. It's actually a small village. The door to Narnia. Never go over this bridge. No, just kidding. You can. It's actually, I haven't been here in a really, really long time. I actually don't know why, because it's quite beautiful. This says, attention kindergarten. So here's the kindergarten, as you can see. Don't really want to bother people with filming, but yeah, that's it. And this way down here, we get to the cemetery. I don't know if you're interested in seeing this. Also here's water again, so it's just like water everywhere, and the kindergarten. Quite nice. And yeah, the cemetery, which I'm going to show to you, although it's not that interesting, I suppose. I know it looks like I'm living really, really on the countryside, and it's actually not that extreme because I know it only takes about 15 minutes to go to the city center. But I know it looks like I'm living in the countryside, and it's nice. We're going to walk through the graveyard, cemetery, but I'm not going to talk to you. You don't do that on the graveyard, okay? Here we are now on the other side of the church, and more cemetery graveyards. Okay, let's leave this area. That's like the house that belongs to the church up here. I don't really know how to explain it, but like the administration or something, that's in there. And this modern building, it's like, I don't really know how to explain, but it's like a community center of the church. You know, when there are festivals in our town, like really, really small festivals, it normally takes part here. That's it, yes. Nice. And that's the kindergarten. The blue, yellow house there. So, yeah. Oh, and this is the one cafe that we have. I've actually never been there. Oh yeah, once. I think once. I've only been there once. So it wasn't too exciting. I normally don't go there. Here's some playground stuff. It's not a that big playground. It's just like something for kids. But it's a quite nice place. And also, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but this is what we call a Maibaum. And it's like a tree you put up on May the 1st. And it's a tradition in Austria, and I think in Germany as well. We actually put it up, and then during the first night that it was put up, you are allowed to steal it. So other towns, every town puts up its own tree, and other towns are allowed to steal it and to try to steal it. So the kids normally sleep next to the Maibaum and to try to protect it. And if it gets stolen, you can get it back, but you have to invite the other town to come to your town and get them free food or something. So it's a really, really fun and nice tradition. The restaurant, it's a farm and restaurant at the same time, basically. And they also have horses and stuff. Parking lot. I don't know we have a parking lot that is that huge. Because there aren't a lot of people living here. Also, this is like the big road. I don't really know if you can see it. This shut down building here was a shop that we had. And it was closed down about 2 years ago. That's why it looks like this. It looks horrible. So we had a shop here, and I think that they actually earned quite a lot of money with the shop because a lot of people that lived in the area went there. And then they opened a new shop, which was probably even better, just about 5 minutes from here. And now all the people went there and bought their stuff there, so they closed this grocery shop. So you can recycle where I live. Very important. One of the coolest things about Dörnbach, which is where I live, is probably that we have our own beer. Yes, you heard me right. We have our own beer that is only brewed in Dörnbach. And this is where it's brewed. Yeah, we have our own beer. Pretty awesome stuff. So here's the bank. So this is the primary school we have because it says tourism information. I don't think that anyone is going here because of tourism. No, really not. I probably wear the wrong shoes for doing this, but I don't know how much you're interested in childish stuff, but up here is like the coolest thing ever. There's a hole, I don't even know, it's like a cave, made out of soil. I don't really know how to explain, but it's so cool, and we always went there as kids. And they decided that now, instead of going up the hill on the street, we're going up the hill to my house through the wood, which is also possible. I can choose, I can take the street, I can take the path and enjoy nature. Yeah, that's what it's like, really. So we're already pretty close to our house. Problem is that you can't just walk out of the wood here because there's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a cliff. It's not really a cliff, but you would have to jump down about 1 meter or something, or 2 meters. No, it's actually 1 meter, I suppose. But there's also a fence somewhere. Don't want to risk that. So I keep walking until I come to another meadow, and then from that meadow I can go back home. But like down here, there's my house. But I can't go down here because there's a fence. As you see, it doesn't work. But up here, oh, you can't see this either because it's sunny. There's a meadow, and this is where I'm walking now. This is where you then walk out of the wood. So here's like the meadow, then you come down here, and there's like 1, 2 houses, and then the red one down there. Yep, you can see it. That is mine. Here we are. We are home. This is what I call home. And I suppose you can really stalk me now because I showed you how to get to my house and I told you what my village is called. Also, I suppose the postman was here. And yes, he delivered something. That's it, we're back home. I'm enjoying my living room. Why am I actually showing this to you? It's not interesting at all. Also, it's a little bit messy. Oh, and I haven't showed you, like, my backyard. We were doing this view from my backyard and everything. So here we are. This is our balcony. And then we have like a pond where you can swim, and that's the garden. So there's like the wood down there, more garden. The garden is not that big, but it's actually sufficient. And there's a nice view that we have, and yeah, there's also kind of a terrace downstairs, and my room is, I'm going to show you where my room is. This is so private here. My room is down there. So I have direct access to the garden. I just open my door in my room, I will go out there and enjoy nature. Ooh, I got totally attacked by a bee now. I'm not kidding. I got totally attacked by a bee. I hope I catched it on camera because that was funny. Also, I suppose my cat wants to say hello. Oscar! Yeah, he said bye officially. It's also bye from me. I hope you had a nice time. I wanted to show Linz to you as well, but maybe another time. It's just too much for one video. And I hope you have a nice time the rest of the week, and we'll see you next Monday.